Now hair washed, nail polished, buttons tied. Am I perfect enough for a Virgo moon? I feel like the girl of the tattoo. All the things she said, all the things she said. Hi everyone and welcome to my video about Virgo Moon. There are a lot of stereotypes about Virgo. They say Virgo is a control freak, neat freak, very critical and judgmental, but even if there's some truth to this, we want to avoid to fall into the stereotypes. We want to understand the reasons why Virgo is this way, and especially what do Virgos bring to the table. We want to go above and beyond. And for me, astrology is psychology, is studying human behavior, and I want to share this passion with you. So just for the basics, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the smartest planet there is, the same planet that rules Gemini. And therefore, Virgo moons are very cerebral. This is a very cerebral moon. They process their emotions practically and logically. Virgo moons are practical and analytical. They think long term, so they won't react straight away to their emotions. They will process it, categorize it, and calmly decide what to do about it. Also, they are not overly emotional. They can be a bit shy and reserved, but they are always observing and over analyzing everything. They can be in a corner in a room, but you can be sure that they are reading everybody and they know who is happy, who is sad, who is feeling uncomfortable. It's almost like they have this superpower and they can't shut it off. And this could be a blessing and a curse because they tend to worry a lot and to overthink, so they might have trouble sleeping. And in this case, yoga and meditation can really help to bring you back to the present moment. Forget about the past mistakes, forget about the future expectation, just let go, live the moment. Virgo moons have an outstanding attention to details. They are great at optimizing life and fixing things. They become so competent in managing tiny details of life that they make the rest of the zodiac look incompetent. They are always focusing on improvement. If you are in a relationship with them, they want you to succeed and to become the best version of yourself. They are not kissy, huggy, and clingy. Absolutely not. They are practical. They ask you, what do you need? And they think, what can I do to make your life better? They want to improve your life. At the same time, if you ask them, what do they need? They will tell you nothing. That's how they are. It's up to you to figure out what they really need and surprise them, deliver to them, because they really find shame in asking for help. They are really independent. Now, this is so Virgo. To show you that they care, they can pinpoint tiny details that need to be fixed. For example, your shirt is creased or your glasses aren't straight. This is how they are, but it can look like they are judgmental, critical, or nagging, but no, it comes from a good place. It comes from their desire to improve your life. They are perfectionists. Everything has to go according to plan. Everything has to be perfect. They are afraid to mess up, to make a mistake, and people are watching. They are afraid to come across as weirdos, so they stay quiet. They prefer not to put themselves out in the world. And they will only open up to very few selected ones that can earn their trust. They are really cautious and fearful of new things. Don't bring them on an adventure with 10 minutes notice because they're not the type. They need to know what's coming. They need to know what they need to bring in their beauty case. And they like to have everything under control. And of course, this can create a lot of nervousness and anxiety. And also, if you criticize them, you will really hurt them because they're trying their best to be perfect, and they will feel that like they failed, and they will try harder, they will change something about themselves. And all this pressure that they put on themselves and people around them, it's dangerous, and they can overcompensate with maybe drug, alcohol abuse, any form of escapism, gambling, just to escape from all this pressure that they themselves put on themselves. And it's there's no need for that, really. I think Under Pressure, that's Virgo theme song. In fact, Freddie Mercury, he was a Virgo Sun and Virgo Mercury. And I'm sure, yeah, he's a brilliant mind. But with this attention to detail and never feeling good enough, that's very Virgo. So an unevolved Virgo can be really critical about themselves and other. They can have a low-key, low self-esteem. But of course, my dear Virgo, it's difficult to be confident when you're always criticizing everything that you do. We know that you're trying to become the best version of yourself and you have to be critical, but take it easy. Like, think about an Aries moon. They can be drawing uh, something like this. And they're proud of it. They come to you and tell you, hey, look what I've done. There's one extreme and the other. We can all learn from each other. That's why I love to study astrology, because every sign has something to give to the rest. But on the other hand, a complete evil Virgo loves to serve. This is Virgo is a sign of service. Is represented by the Virgin, clean and pure soul. So Virgo moons and Virgo energy are the embodiment of the master, of the guru. They got stuck in the role of servant, humble student for a long time, but then they master their skill and they become the master through humility, hard work, discipline. And I think Virgo moons will be great at martial arts, because martial arts are so technical and you really need this mindset of wanting to improve yourself, of respect and attention to detail. So I think Virgo moons will thrive in martial arts. Maybe they don't have the same passion and drive and aggression of the Aries archetype, but they have this attention to detail, excellent technique, and they will succeed. Virgo moons can be excellent mentors and bosses, because if you think about the boss, he wants everything to be perfect, he wants everything their way, and they might be a bit annoying, but at the end of the day, you are grateful because under their guidance, you become the best version of yourself. Because of their reserved and shy nature, Virgo moons could be excellent at working behind the scenes. They could be the sound engineer, the producer, the light technician, all the stuff that works relentlessly behind the scenes to make things happen. So when everybody's cheering for the Leo performing on stage, remember that the movie was possible because of the attention to detail of the Virgo energy. Now, Virgo is an earth sign, and like all the other earth signs, Capricorn and Taurus, they are concerned with financial security and they are hard workers. If they have to work 40 hours, they will work 60. Virgo moons, they always deliver 150% and they get underpaid because they only get paid for 100%. Now, there's another stereotype, but it's actually truth, that Virgo moons are hypochondriac. They are really concerned with cleanliness. germs, diet, nutrition, health. So they're really particular with what they eat, what time. They can tell you to take off your shoes in their house and not to sit on the bed with jeans. They have all their rules and please respect them. Also, hygiene is extremely important to them. They are attracted to people that look neat, polished, that dress appropriate for the occasion. They don't like trashy, vulgar outfits. They like a natural beauty, a natural look. But sometimes, depending on the whole chart, they can be attracted to somebody really messy because they want to fix the other person. They want to help the other person become the best version of themselves. But be careful because not everybody has the same standards and not everybody thinks that the spotless floor is a priority in life. Now we can talk a little bit about love and romance. Because even if Virgo moons are so cold and non sentimental, the way to their heart is actually through emotions. They need somebody who can talk about their emotions calmly. They don't want drama, they will feel very uncomfortable. But they want somebody who can be vulnerable with them, so over time they will learn how to be vulnerable themselves, and they're so scared, they're extremely scared to be vulnerable with somebody. In astrology, sometimes opposite attracts, and the polar opposite sign of Virgo is Pisces. These two, they couldn't be more different because Pisces lives in the fantasy world, they're creative, they trust the universe, they let go. And this combination, I think the Virgo moon can help Pisces to be more practical. They can help them to make them dreams become a reality with practical plans, while Pisces can take the Virgo moon out of their world of perfection and bring them into a magical world. Forget about all this being perfect, being hypochondriac, being clean, being spotless, and just really get dirty, feel nature, get messy. Now let's get to the spicy part, because even if Virgos are represented by the Immaculate Virgin, they are actually pretty kinky under the covers. But they won't show that straight away, so don't give yourself to them too fast, too soon. No, 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 no. They don't want that. You can scare them away. Don't push them against the wall and start kissing them and touching them appropriately because they're not a Leo or an Aries. Take your time, earn their trust, and then the Virgo moon will show you how kinky they are. So reveal yourself slowly, one bit at a time. Virgo moons, they can get into master servant roles, student teacher roles, because again, Virgo is a sign of service, so they show their love and their sexuality through acts of service. They are really concerned with your pleasure and they are excellent lovers. And this was the Virgo moon lover. So as a conclusion, even if Virgo moons, they have the stereotype of being neat freaks, control freaks, boring, they're actually really funny. They have this dry humor, sarcasm, irony. Maybe they're not the wittiest person in the room, but maybe a Capricorn, and a Capricorn will get along very well with this dry humor. And remember that they are on earth to achieve self mastery. This is if they don't sabotage themselves with self doubt and fear of failure. So let go and embrace your gift, because we need people like Virgo moons to make this world more efficient, to optimize this world, to perfect this world. And that's it for Virgo moon. See you on my next video, Libra moon.